tend to look at self-love as your self-worth. But although they come hand in hand or they interplay each other, they are not the same thing. So self-worth and self-love go hand in hand.
Okay.
Some tend to look at self-love as your self-worth. But although they come hand in hand or they interplay each other, they are not the same thing.
Okay.
Your self-love boosts your worth. So as we look at it as your self-love is an evaluation of your values and your worth. So part of your worth is found in your self-love.
Okay.
See, when someone does something and he or she finds fulfillment, he tends to say, this is my worth. This is what I'm made out of. This is what I can give you.
Because it gives the person some sort of fulfillment.
Good. This is my worth that I have for you. This is what I'm giving out of me to you. Part of my self-love to you.
Well, that way, should I say, the person's neighbor tends to benefit.
Yes.
Because it is an inward something that is coming out.
Yes.
For the benefit of all.
So the neighbor is benefiting from the giver's self-love. I am giving out of what I have to you. You, the recipient, you are at my worth. I am out of my self-love. You are receiving from my worth. So we could term it that way, although not a perfect idea or perfect explanation to it. So self-worth is important for each and every one of us. We are all gifts of God, and we need to appreciate this gift of God, that we need to love what God has given us. We need to appreciate people for what they've done. We need to make them feel welcome. So at a point in time, the Pope said, open the doors that fresh air may enter. I think when we're celebrating the year of faith, he said, open the door that fresh air may enter. Hardly do I see Catholic Church, their doors being locked with keys. Hardly. It doesn't happen unless it becomes necessary for security reasons. But normally, Catholic churches are open 24 hours so that people may have access to the things of the church, especially the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. So self-worth is important for each and every one of us. We need to know that we are of a value before God. He says, if I know the number of hair on your head, how much more giving food to birds of the air? So you know that you are precious, you are worthwhile in the sight of God, and therefore you need to place a value on yourself, that you are loved. Therefore, I must appreciate this love.
So can you just said place a value on yourself.
Yes.
Aside the fact that you know that you are loved, or let me say you have been created in the image of God.
Imago Dei.
So you need to do what God would do, or appreciate yourself like the way God would do, what are some of the ways that, aside loving yourself and maybe knowing your worth, what are some of the ways that you could place value on yourself as an individual?
See, the first and foremost is to be grateful to God for the gift of life.
Okay.
No matter whatever is happening, immediately you wake up, you have life is important. And the second thing I would like to talk about, stop comparing yourself to others. That is what is leading everyone astray. You are gifted. Yes, you are gifted in a special way. He or she is also gifted in another way. So trying to copy what this person does, then you begin to limit what is in you. Appreciate yourself, that I also have something in me. So stop comparing. Comparing. You are gifted in your own way. You see, one time I was sharing with some people that even the mentally derailed on the street, they also have something to contribute to our society, and we need to take good care of them. They are also important in our society. Some may not be their fault to be that way. Some may be biological factors, some may be sociological factors. So a lot of factors may come to play. So you need to appreciate yourself, stop comparing yourself to others, and then know, after knowing the gifts or having idea of what you want to do, go deeper, explore. Explore in the rightful sense.
Okay.
Explore in the rightful sense. You know, some in the quest of exploring go wayward. They end up entering into various vices. So you know them yourselves. I won't go further, but you just know yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop lowering others, and then learn to speak well of others.
Okay.
Learn to speak well of others. No matter what they bring on board, appreciate them for whatever they might have brought on board. Appreciate them. Don't always be at the criticism point. Yes, you justify what the person has done, but don't tend to be overly doing it. You end up killing the good spirit in people.
Well, that's ended well. You end up killing the good spirit in people, but I feel you end it in yourself as well.
Good.
Because sometimes when you appreciate yourself, when you are content with yourself and what you have, you extend it to others. You learn to appreciate others as well.
Good.
So if you don't appreciate yourself, I don't think you can be able to appreciate somebody else.
Good.
Talk less of going to the extent of loving the person and also letting that person see your worth as an individual. Oh,
Beautiful.
that's right.
You are there.
Okay. It's been educative. It's been educative, very deep, intensive. So I would want you to wrap up for us for the sake of time. Advise me, or advise us, the youth of this generation, about self-love, self-worth, everything that we've spoken about.
So I would just say, stop chasing the world. Let the world chase you. As simple as that.
That's a concrete point.
Stop chasing the world. Let the world chase you. Keep your focus. And that focus should be giving your best to the world and valuing what God has given you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Father, for coming. Stop chasing the world, let the world chase you, and keep your focus. You can all bear with me that it's been an educative discussion. And so we would end it here for the sake of time. But I will implore you to keep watching, following, and if you are still not subscribed, kindly do that. Father, thank you very much once again for coming.
Thank you too.
It's been great having you over here. Yo.